It's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but we've got football to perk up our spirits. That's the good news. At Paul Brown Stadium, that's where we're at here in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Cincinnati Bengals. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
19 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
Touchdown, Chicago! Cole Kmet, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And able to get this out to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called. outside of the quarterback, faking it to the runner, and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So a first quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. He's got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost him.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
That's good.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll look to throw here. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run on 1st down. Nixon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Intended for T. Higgins. Incomplete. Casey Hayward on the coverage.
And just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. On 2nd down, Nixon, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. On 3rd down, Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
After the made field goal, Seibert back out there to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Looking to throw. He'll bite, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sam Hubbard able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. He digs him partway out of the hole that they're in. It's an 8-yard gain, and it makes it 3rd and 12.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away.
To punt for the Bears.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever known.
And he's got a Bengals first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Mixon. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle.
The tackle
in on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And incomplete on the deep ball. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On second down now, Mixon, and some room to maneuver. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Fourth and goal, and down by a touchdown. The offense stays on the field. Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Well, you feel the excitement build on those fourth down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on fourth down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on fourth down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Flush to his right. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Man open, it's Goodwin. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll throw now on the final play. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Here's Smith to return it. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Once again, they run with Mixon. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
Taken down.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
3rd and 5.
A toss left, Mixon. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
Ball carrier.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Again, it's Mixon. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. This is taken at the 10. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up there. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 13. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line of the red zone.
1st and 10. At the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Joe Mixon. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he has the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
7-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Again, the ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Bears on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
And the Bears first down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. And they'll run it here. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Defensively, you've got the nice lead here in the 4th quarter. You're saying, if they want to get a run of a little over 10 yards, that's okay.
I hear what you're doing there, and I think you're onto something. They've loosened up on defense, so don't get fooled by the nice runs you're getting now. You've got to get bigger plays, possibly think about throwing the football a bit more here.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll roll him out right.
Open man is Komet, the tight end.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 12-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Bengals' 13-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now a handoff looking right. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears cut into that lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Pick up a 3.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Again, it's Mixon. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 21 yards on the punt there. And the Bears take over
at their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He was brought down by Trey Waynes. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
Going to give this time to the tailback, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Bears first down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, 2nd half, you're down here. This is the... And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the... Now the ball comes loose. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he's got some space here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Sometimes I need a check, not just sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Get changed.
tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
And a short gain here, down to the 22. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout.
1 yard
as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
22-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they run with Mixon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. This is a 26-yard attempt. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Today's final score.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Bengals, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday at noon Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Detroit. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.